Rich Rising, my love. So I'm here to get you guys a past life narrative. And if this is your first time here, I am Regal Essence. I am Queen TV. I am Queen TV After Dark. I am Life as a Love Goddess. I am Life as a Laid Back Mom. I'm your crystal healer and dealer. I'm your past life princess, and I'm somebody's ABA therapist and pre-K teacher. And don't forget the ray of sunshine in the afternoon time. So, hey, my love. So, I'm here to get you guys a past life narrative. And the reason why we want to learn about our past life is because our past life will help us with understanding of energy that may be transpiring in this life, because energy never dies. It only, I keep hearing it only multiplies. Okay. Energy never dies. So sometimes we bring a lot of energy from a past life into this life, and we need to balance that energy out. Okay, so let's get to it. So we have passions and interests, phobias, community, and explore. So passion and interest. So that's our happy girl chilling with her little son out in the breeze, enjoying the sun, looking over at Mr. Strong Guy. And we have phobias, overcoming fear and anxiety. So we may get into that today. And then we have community, and then we have our wanderer here. So this represents our happy life. Oh, Mr. Strong Angel Guy. He brings in spirit connection. So he's here to remind us that we need to be connected with our spirit. So we need to be connecting with our spirit to ensure that we bring our happy life in, with communities, good communities of people that will help us heal from any phobias that we had around pursuing our interests and hobbies. Oh, let's get to it. Let's see how phobia brings that all together. Okay. All right. So listen, if this is your first time here, make sure you go. I have a link in my bio. Subscribe, follow me, subscribe on YouTube, follow me here on TikTok. Let's get to know each other in the comments, because I am looking to cultivate a community of like-minded individuals who are looking to heal, grow, and glow. So if that is your jammy jam, you're going to love it here, okay? So phobias, let's get into it. Number 6, anxiety and overcoming fears. Many present phobias are based in past life traumas or even deaths. Oh my gosh. Fear of heights can come from a tragic fall. Fear of water can stem from a previous drowning. Oh my God, y'all. I'm reading this slow because it's so crazy that this is coming up right now, because this morning I was thinking about a run that I need to make at lunchtime, and I got to go over to Jersey, and there's a couple different ways to get to Jersey from my location, but this one way, which is the closest to my job, y'all, I have to go over this bridge, and I looked it up. I forget what it's called, but whatever it is the kind of bridge that will lift up and open whenever the tall boats need to come through. When I tell y'all, I'm scared on a scale from 1 to 10. I'm a 5 when it comes to driving on bridges. This bridge, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm a 20. It is the scariest thing in life. And I'm not scared of a lot of things, right? But I am definitely afraid of heights. So I have been praying, and I'm like, what happened? What happened to me? The reason why I am so deathly afraid of heights. And I know a lot of people have different phobias that are unexplained, but oftentimes they are connected to a past life. So once you understand why you have that phobia, it helps with healing the phobia. And y'all, I need to heal this fear of heights. So I'm assuming I had a really bad fall or something of that nature. Because y'all, when I be driving on them bridges, I literally see myself like driving off the bridge. So I don't know if that's what happened. And then recently, I saw a clip on Instagram, and it was a truck driver, and literally, you guys, the vision that I always see in my head when I'm driving on the bridge is actually what happened. A car swerved into her lane, and it looked like the kind of bridge that I'm definitely afraid of. So I don't know if this was God like showing me like, what happened. Maybe I was in an accident or something, but he swerved into her lane and she literally drove off the freaking bridge, was hanging over, and the people had to come and rescue her. I was like, really? So listen, make sure you guys are focusing on whatever your phobias are. And this is the thing. We want to be getting to a place that we are coming into optimal health, right? So honestly, one of the biggest things that I think that we can do, there's a few things we can do to start to heal our health. One, you want to, the most obvious, what you eat. You want to watch what you eat and what it is that you're putting in your body, right? And it's baby steps. We're not going to just wake up one day and be like, oh, I think I'm going to be vegan. No, you're going to take baby steps, right? And then you're going to continue to build on that. And one day you're going to look around like, oh my God, I be eating healthy and shit. I be taking my herbal supplements and shit, right? You'll be studying up on new ways to, be healthy. But you have to care. And you have to view your body as, this vessel is here to carry me through all the assignments that I have, right? And it's here to hold all the gifts that God placed within me and for me to be able to release them during those times. And when you look at life that way, you stop living to die and you realize, I need to get healthy in this body. I can live beyond 60 or 50 or, you know what I mean? I can live as long as I want to if I take care of myself. But for some reason, certain groups of people, we still don't choose to make better decisions as it relates to our health, right? But another thing we can do outside of what it is that we consume is we can stop allowing stress to be so prevalent in our lives, right? Where I'm working at now, we're under inspection and the director is stressed out, right? And I just always put myself in people's shoes. And I'm like, one thing I would do is, even though I have a lot of things and it can be stressful, I'm not going to claim stress. Oh my God, I'm so stressed. For a whole month, I don't know. And I'm going to be stressed. Listen, who got time to be living on cortisol? That's how the cortisol in your body causes your face to wrinkle and you get older and all of that kind of stuff. Who has time? Nobody. At least not people that are trying to stay as young as possible. At least not those that are looking to continue to drink from the fountain of youth. We have to allow stress to go, right? So sometimes things that we have phobias with or about or from, or I don't know how you say phobias. Things that we have phobias based around can be pockets of stress in our life, right? So if we understand why it is that we feel the way that we feel, we can release that stress. When we release that stress, we are releasing cortisol from our body. When we're releasing cortisol from our body, listen, we looking better, we looking younger, we not getting sick and all that good stuff, okay? So many present phobias are based in past life traumas or even death. Fear of heights can come. Fear of water can stem from a previous drowning. Claustrophobia can be based in past life imprisonment. Even a modern day phobia like flying can be sourced in fear of falling or fear of enclosed places, right? Lots of people have fear of flying, right? While not all such specific anxieties point to the past, it is very common for strong present anxieties to be connected in some way to old, unknown traumas. For example, fear of public speaking is often a sign of past embarrassments, public rejections, or even executions. Get into it, clock it. Being in front of a group of any size could trigger your subtle memories of such difficult events, filling you with dread and making you desperate to escape. Wow. How many people do y'all know that have a fear of speaking in front of people? Right? Social anxieties. Anxiety is that feeling whenever you feel scared or impending doom or fear, but you don't know why. Sometimes those of us that suffer with anxiety now, we are just holding on to past life energies, right? So no matter how extreme your fear may be, you have the power to release the past and free yourself now and forever. Meditate on the past life source and jot down any impressions you may receive. Then re-script the traumatic event, visualizing yourself being empowered and living a long, healthy, fear-free life. Support that learning to relax. Practice a mental desensitization where you gently visualize yourself approaching your fear, doing some regular breathing, and slowly add a bit more exposure over time. For example, if you're afraid of heights, you can imagine yourself on one step of a ladder, breathe and relax, and then add another step in your visualization. Take your time increasing things when you're ready. Okay, so listen, let's get into the karmic shift as it relates to phobias. Now, we already know, as it relates to our past life, we talk about karma in three ways. One, we are here to annihilate an energy that we dealt with in a past life. We're not going to deal with it in this lifetime at all, right? Once we come to that realization, we canceling it out, right? We're here to balance out an energy. Maybe we were too extreme in a past life. We didn't have boundaries. And in this lifetime, we are here to set certain boundaries in our life that we didn't have in a past life. Or we are here to have a reverse of fortune, meaning something that we lost in a past life. We're here to gain it back in this life. All right. So let's see what the karmic shift is for phobias. All right. The two key components of overcoming phobias and releasing the need for control and learning to relax and trust. The two key components of overcoming phobias are releasing the need for control and learning to relax and trust. If you're exposed to a fear stimulus, remember to breathe deeply, stretch, and let go. You can release this karma and slowly choose peace of mind and freedom from fear. Okay? Now listen, that's what I be telling myself when I be going across these bridges, but I'm not there yet. I went across it the one day. I was terrified. I tried to force myself to go another day, and I was like, you'll be fine. Y'all, I was more scared the second time than I was the first time. So listen, now I can envision myself taking one step, but that's not going to scare me. Like, I don't know. I have to envision myself like in Bali standing on my balcony looking over the darn jungle, but I'm high up. That's going to be my exposure there, because that's another reason why I got to get over my fear of heights. Like, how am I going to live in my little birdhouse like a part of the year if I'm scared of heights? How am I going to go to Bali and swing on that swing if I'm scared? So listen, we out here healing, y'all. All right, so this is your affirmation. I have power over fear. I trust in myself and in my ability to relax and be at peace in any situation. Clock it. Get into it. And I do have a lot of that stuff be happening, and I just be like, oh, well, all right. So how we going to get past this? Right? I do have a lot of that in my life. So I'm going to encourage you guys, if you're not ready, even if you're not ready to go after your phobias, but you know that you still are a person that gets really stressy, and if something happens, you get all bent out of shape. Let's start there, okay? Let's start there with learning how to breathe, relax, be calm, get through it calmly. Let's just first work on healing our nervous system, okay? And then we are going to go from healing our nervous system to looking at these phobias and figuring out, what things that we fear or what anxieties that we deal with right now that are actually past life energies. Okay, so listen, if you made it to the end of this video, drop me some red hearts below. Share this video with a friend. Save it for when you need a little pick me up. And remember, I love you, yo. Peace.